There is some concern and frustration in Oconomowoc after a sandhill crane was killed because it was determined to be a nuisance.
Yeah, the birds are protected, but law enforcement, experts, and federal authorities say all the rules were followed. Adam Reif explains exactly why it happened. Adam.
Well, the homeowner told me they tried everything to get this crane to stop damaging their property over several weeks. Notoriously territorial, nothing seemed to work. So they told me having the crane killed was a last resort. The homeowner said the crane scratched their truck for weeks and caused about $2,000 in damage. They did not want to go on camera or show their home or damaged vehicle, worried they'll get unfairly blamed for the crane's death. But even crane experts acknowledge relocating sandhill cranes is a nearly impossible task.
We could have moved this bird to Minnesota, Iowa. It would have flown back.
The International Crane Foundation's Ann Lacey says the best thing people can do is prevention.
We cannot recommend enough to not feed sandhill cranes.
Cranes are omnivores with plenty of food. Lacey said they don't need human help. Lacey thinks the crane was probably defending its territory and food source from a perceived rival, which happened to be its own reflection in the homeowner's truck. But the homeowner told us they spent weeks trying to get the crane to stop. A coyote decoy worked for just a few days. Balloons did not distract it, nor did a mirror. Sandhill cranes are federally protected migratory birds. If one is deemed a nuisance, a permit is required to kill it. The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service investigated this case.
They have to specify specifically what it is that they have done and for how long they've done it in order to try to get the animal to move on its own.
Then they granted a permit to kill the crane. In Oconomowoc, only police officers are authorized to shoot firearms within city limits. So on Monday, an officer found the crane by railroad tracks near the home. And when it was safe, the officer shot the bird.
This was a legal action, but I really wish that it didn't have to come to the point of lethal removal for this bird.
Now, there are more than 1 million sandhill cranes throughout the United States. Ann Lacey said Wisconsin is the core of this eastern population's breeding area. Natalie and Jessup, there are about 100,000 sandhill cranes in this population alone. Back to you.
A lot of really interesting stuff in there. Obviously, a sad topic in a way, too, though, Adam. Thank you.